Have you felt betrayed or had your partner have an affair? Well, here's my inquiry for that situation that happened. My partner had an affair, it seemed, or was preferring sex with someone else, had fallen in love with someone else. And so I did this inquiry. First, I asked myself, do I know 100% that my partner is in love with someone else and that my relationship is broken? And with deep looking, I had to admit I don't know the state of anything between him and her, and certainly not anything about what's going on between him and me. That started this opening and letting go. Next, I asked myself, how do I feel when I have these thoughts? I felt closed off. I felt constricted, in despair. But without those thoughts, I had to admit a lot of life just kept going as it had been going. And I had to admit that I really didn't feel all that different, if I wasn't thinking about the affair. So then I started looking at turnarounds. The first turnaround I had was I had an affair. I was in love with someone else. And as I sat meditatively and open to that question, I had to admit that I often prioritized work. I often prioritized my pets. I often closed myself off to my husband. I often pushed him away. And as I really got honest with myself, I knew that what I thought was the marriage had stopped being the marriage for some time. That I was living something in word, but not in deed. And so I started looking day to day. How would a connected person treat my husband? How would a connected person look at myself and look at him? And I started doing some connecting exercises with him. I started asking him what he cared about in our relationship, checking to see if we had a common vision. I started exploring whether or not there was any marriage to be rebuilt. And I started letting go of all the many ways that we had hurt each other in the past and focused on what we could rebuild. It turned out there was no particular past relationship. There was only today's relationship where we connected today. And as I tested that out day by day by day, a completely new relationship emerged. I was no longer somebody doing something in name. I was doing something in deed. I was daily deciding what level of connection do I want, and looking to see if there was availability on his part. It became a process of discovery, a very humbling process. But I learned that there isn't anything in words. It's all in what I do every day.